We are going to look at cutting out elements from pictures. Extracting an element can be useful when we need to have a PNG file with a transparent background, or when the background is not usable as such. So, how to do that? First, I select my picture, my photograph, add it with a plus sign to my layout, and it comes on the main desktop. I can press or click on the little paint pot here to reach the touching up tool. Now I've got my selection tools here. I've got several tools available. A rectangular selection will allow me to select a rectangular area. I can press on the little cross here to undo my selection with deselect. You can also use Ctrl D to deselect an area. I've got also my round selection to select a round area here. I click in the middle. I enlarge the circle, and the circle is drawn on the picture. Ctrl D to deselect. There's also the polygonal selection, which I'm going to look at further on. There's the free selection, which is basically you hand draw with a mouse what you want to select. Here's a rough selection of my character, and so on. And we are going to use the last of the tools, which is the magic wand. So Ctrl D, up, magic wand, here. There's a parameter for the magic wand, which is the tolerance. The more you increase the tolerance, the more near colors you will get next to the pixel you will have clicked on. So if I click here with a tolerance of 27, I get all this gray area. Now if I reduce the tolerance to 6 and do my selection, the area I get is much smaller because I get only nearer colors to the one I chose first. The default value for a tolerance is 15, so I'm going to leave it as such and do the selection. And I'm going to select the white areas. So I click here and I get pretty much everything here. Now I can press Shift and click here under the first arm twice, and here. There's a little area here left, but I'll leave it for later. So now I can press delete on my keyboard, and all the white part is deleted. If I need to touch up that result, if it's not enough, I can use the eraser. Usually I take a round shape, and from the size of my picture, we see that the size 10 is much too big, so I'm going to use 3/2. And I'm going to erase by hand the little white area which was left here. You can touch up all the edges as well with the eraser if you feel the need for it. In the end, when you're happy with the result, two operations. First, you save what you've just done, so you don't have to do it again. You go on my desk, users, and videos here. So it's pink skirts, and usually, since it's got a transparent background, you give it a PNG extension file and save. And then you can close with a button here. That way, you find your picture all extracted back into your main layout. You can change the size, possibly the orientation or anything else you need. Now, for another example, I want to finish a postcard from New York. I've added and layered several elements which I've extracted from the backgrounds. I've added a title, and now I want to add a taxi cab. So I've got a picture here. I'm going to add it to my layout. Open the touching up tool, and here I've got my element I want to extract. I select the polygonal selection. So first way is to position the mouse at the start of the outline, keep the left button on, and move on the mouse as if I was using the free selection. Okay. Second way is to keep clicking on the outline little by little. And I carry on clicking. So I'm going to add the advertisement here. Keep it on, since it's part of it. Divide this part into two. Here. The idea is to carry on quietly, calmly, until I get everything I want here. So it's not going to be my best work here since it doesn't matter much. I can keep the black underneath. On the contrary, it will be useful. Finish for the second wheel. Here at the end, I just finish it up. And here I've got my whole selection. I crop it out. Cut the selection out. And here, I've only got left what I want. Okay, I just need a little bit of eraser here. I need to zoom in here on the top left corner to see what went wrong here. Round shape. And a little bit here. Not perfect, but what it'll do. Okay, zoom out to see if I'm happy with the result. Yeah, fairly good. So, save down. And now I can close. Okay, here's my taxi here. I just set it to its place. Enlarge it so it covers everything I wanted. I can use here the 4 right corners to give it all the room it needs. I'm going to add a shadow to it so that it takes here. It gets a 3D effect, much better. Not quite black, but dark gray here. And here I've got my card finished.